Welcome back to Blitz. I'm Brian Carter, joined on the phone by White County cross country coach Sam Borg. Coach Borg, always appreciate having you on the show. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate you covering cross country.
Yeah, I really enjoy it, and your team is very exciting to watch, both the boys and girls. Girls last year placed third in the state AAA meet. Boys 14th last year. With what you had returning on both sides, how would you assess the way this season has gone so far?
Yeah, we're really happy with our season. Felt like boys and girls have both really performed well. We moved up into 4A, and with cross country, that was a big deal. You took the top 16 teams from 3A and 4A last year. 12 of those 16 teams at podium, they're all in 4A. So not to bash 3A at all, but they've kind of taken a lot of the best cross country programs from 3A and 4A and put them together. So we knew we had our hands cut out, our work cut out for us with a lot of the state's best all in 4A this season.
Yeah, now your boys have been ranked as high this year as number 8 in 4A. Right now they're out of the top 10 according to GA Mile Split. But what are the goals and expectations that you had for this team, especially, like you said, stepping up into Region 8 4A and then also state?
Yeah, that's right. Our guys, I think they haven't really gotten maybe a lot of recognition for it yet, but they finally have put it together, and this is the best boys team that we've had in several years here. They actually have broken school records for on paper, they're the quickest team the school's ever had. So they're really coming along, and we hope that at region and state, people will be able to see how much progress they've made. So we got to get out of region. The region meet next week is going to be really tough. It looks like North Oconee, North Hall, and Johnson are all really solid. And Buford's boys and our boys in Chestatee are trying to fight for that last spot to get to the state meet. So I think our region will probably produce 4 top 10 teams. You just got to get to state,
right,
to be able to be in the top 10. So that's our big meet. Is for our boys, our biggest meet of the year is region, because you got to get to the state meet. And I think once you're there, you're probably going to finish in the top 10.
Cool, yeah, and the girls, of course, looking high as always, ranked as high as 3rd this year in the state. Jenna Gearing, of course, Kristen Mitchell, and others that you have returning 3rd place 2 years in a row in state. But is this year that these girls can possibly win at all?
Well, if you look at 4A, Marist has the best girls team all classification. They're actually ranked nationally. They're faster than all the 6A and 5A girls schools, so it's their race to lose. It's something very drastic would have to happen for them to not to win the 4A state title. So to be honest, it's really a big, wide open race for those last 3 podium spots. And so you have Heritage, Catoosa, and St. Pius are ranked ahead of us right now, and then you have White County and North Oconee, I think, ranked right now 4th and 5th. So we're trying to get a podium spot again in 4A, and like you said, we were 3rd the last 2 years in 3A. So we think if we can finish somewhere around there in 4A, we'd be pretty excited. And trying to win a 3rd straight region title as well next week, that won't be easy with some really good girls teams coming to Unicoi.
Yeah, and of course you got mentioned Jenna Gearing a moment ago, looking for her 3rd straight state championship. What adjustments has she had to make stepping up into 4A? I imagine the runners are different there as well.
Yeah, we've scheduled a little bit differently this year to try to give her more challenges in races. We felt like we could have run into her in a lot of meets where she could win easily, but we put her up against the state's best in all classifications. So she's raced against a lot of 6A and 5A girls this season, and she's been beat a few times, which is good for her, just to see how hard she has to train, how humbling that is.
Yeah.
So she'll be running for it. Like you said, she's a 2-time state champion, defending state champion at 3A. Marist has a 3-time defending state champion, and she's a senior. And her times are a little quicker than Jenna right now, so we're kind of the underdog going in, but we're definitely going for it. And Jenna's going to try to win that 3rd state title. It's going to be a good race.
Definitely makes it pretty exciting. Now, it appears White County will be tops in the region on the girls' side, but as you said, there's work to be done, and Buford presents to be the biggest threat, it looks like, on the girls' side. And then on the boys' side, of course, as you mentioned, North Hall and Johnson in the mix there. What's the plan for both of these teams to be able to edge out the opponents?
Yeah, the girls' race, really, everybody focuses on Jenna, but it's really more about the team. So she has a freshman sister, Rachel Gearing, who's really helping us out a lot. Kristen Mitchell, Sinead O'Brien, and another freshman, Jillian O'Brien. We have 2 freshmen in our top 5 right now. So we've just been blessed to have a lot of really good girls here that have run the past few years, and now we add to it with 2 freshmen that are in our top 5 already. So it's more about the pack, really, and a lot of people don't know about cross country. It's not as much about your number 1 runner. So our 3rd, 4th, and 5th girls are going to have to beat Norfolk Coney's and Bufords and Johnson's if we're going to win that region title next week.
Yeah. Well, Sam, thank you again so much for your time on Blitz. Always appreciate it. And really look forward to seeing how your squad does next week in the 8-4A region meet and then again in state.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for covering cross country. There's a lot of great teams around here, so it's good that you're covering the sport.
I enjoy it. Thanks, Coach.
Yep, thank you.
A short breather, then more Blitz straight ahead.